A shotgun handoff here to Irving. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5.
Good. 180. Stop.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
14, Falcons 6. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. A give left side to Robinson. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Penix. And his throw here is incomplete. Ray McCloud, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Tyke Smith on the coverage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage, too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At the 46-yard line.
180! Kings! Pistol. Stop!
They go play action. Mayfield. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now 2nd and 9.
180!
To throw, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
17 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Penix working out of the gun here. And that is incomplete.
closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To the air, Penix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
20.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
180. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
180. What's up?
Mayfield down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
180. What's up?
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! Cade Otton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs continue to pull away here this first half.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
This ball down the field for Pitts. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
First and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Bucs 6-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Good. 180. What's up?
The drive starts with a run by White. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd and 9.
What's up?
Going with White here, toss left. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
180. Pistol.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Good. 180. Real. What's that?
Mayfield to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A beautiful fake. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be caught by Mooney. Giving the gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Penix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Come on. Set. 19, 18. Let's go.
And looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Set up. 70 Lions.
Algier, touchdown Falcons.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the
They'll try and throw with Penix. It's complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And a try for 2, unsuccessful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
First down, here's White. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Second down and 8. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up. Pow! Knocked him for a loss.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
180.
Mayfield on play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
18.
They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Falcons.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the tech.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Was shot right with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Penix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
You would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Running out of the gun with White. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
180! What's that?
They go right back to White here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata, excellent effort, and he earns a tackle for loss.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
180! What's that?
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they'll try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 10. Cousins to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins.
This one into the hands of Pitts. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cousins now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
So with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Jahan! 180! Gun!
To throw, Cousins. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend, because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
180!
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync.
So for the Buccaneers, the win is their 8th on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers